Hey, Dostie here. Time for another Dostie's View, and even though it doesn't look like it, there's some very puny microscopic snowflakes falling out of the sky. It is spring. It's after the vernal equinox, and honestly, this is my favorite time of the year to go skiing. I love spring touring. I love powder, okay, but I love skiing when it's warm and you don't have to be totally bundled up all the time. Although, as this down jacket attests, it isn't quite feeling like spring. It was for a couple days, and now it's feeling like winter again. But here's the main thing I love. Well, there's a lot of things I love about spring touring. Yes, it's warmer, so that means that you need fewer layers. You still got to be prepared for possible disaster and bring a few extra things, but maybe not quite as much, right? And that means other things like if you have a good spring snowpack, you can leave behind the airbag pack, or at least take the cartridges out, save some weight there. I tend to go, this is my spring touring pack, which is an Avalon, so it's not like I'm not considering there might still be an avalanche, but I'm thinking the chances are severely reduced. You still want to bring a shovel. Not so much because you intend to be digging someone out, but the reality is I find a lot of times, especially in spring, one of the nice things about spring is just kicking back and soaking up the sun and relaxing. And to do that, you kind of want a nice chair. Well, you can dig one out of the snow real easy with a shovel. And the other thing is, what else? Fewer layers. Oh, skinnier skis, okay? Which means lighter skis, because you have a spring snowpack. Now, here's the key. You have to have a good spring snowpack that produces corn snow. And the key for that is a warming trend that warms the snowpack all the way through, so that it, at least for a time, it becomes pretty wet and slushy, but then it has to freeze, and it has to freeze solid. And once it freezes solid, then you've got an isothermal snowpack. It's the same consistency all the way through. It's basically like frozen concrete. But with the right conditions, the sun will come out, it'll warm the top layer, and the key is to plan your ascent so that your descent occurs during the corn hour. The corn hour is when you got 1 to 2 inches of soft, sun-ripened corn snow on top and a firm base underneath. You want it to be al dente, not overripe and slushy. And if you've got that, man, corn is the easiest snow in the world to ski. So whatever level you are comfortable skiing, 20 degrees, 30 degrees, 40 degrees, you can kick it up a notch. And how much you kick it up, of course, is dependent upon what your baseline skill level is. But for me, spring is when you ski couloirs. And I love skiing 50-degree slopes when they're solid and reliable and consistent, and you've got corn, so you've got good edging, good hold, and good glide. It's all really awesome, and it makes the Telemark turn that much more rewarding. Okay, that whole sensual experience of swooping in and just feeling the turn through both your feet, and kicking out of the rear ski into the next turn. It's even better on corn. Although I'll admit, powder is better. And that's the other unexpected benefit of spring touring, okay? Not only do you get to go out when the avalanche danger is relatively low, if not completely absent, but you tend to get an awful lot of unexpected but very rewarding powder days. And the thing that's so rewarding is, yes, it's pow, okay? But what's underneath is solid and reliable, and you don't have to be fearful of avalanche danger, generally, okay? That doesn't mean you don't have your radar on and you aren't concerned with it, but you don't have to worry about it. So that's a quick look at spring touring. Oh, another quick thing, you know what? So ski crampons are probably something you're gonna want. And if you get, if you're going big and things are really frozen, the chances are very high that your skins are not going to be the best tool for going uphill. Instead, what you're going to want is crampons. And I like these 5-point crampons. They're super small, super light then as a result, okay? And I find this is all I need for a little extra grip going uphill early when everything's still frozen solid before the sun warms everything up and ripens it to a good harvest of corn. And that'll get you there, okay? Lighter weight than skins, more reliable, and faster, okay? So I hope that encourages you and motivates you to, instead of hanging up the skis because the resorts are closed, it's time to get out of bounds and go experience mountaineering and skiing and the Telemark turn in the best conditions possible, in wild snow, corn snow, and maybe even a fresh dump of pow. Yeah. Okay. Till next time. You got a free heel, so that means your mind is free. You do not have to follow the herd, and I encourage you to get down on your knees and spread Telemark. See you next time.